Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be going over another team of the week, this time from the 7th of July to the 9th of July. Of course there was games Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the Premier League this week, and a lot of them, and a lot of important games as well really, with some mainly, I won't say many surprise results in there, but a couple of results here and there that did catch the eye. So yeah, I'm going to run through team of the week, which 11 players started this week. So goalkeeper Nick Pope. Yeah, quite surprisingly, really, in a bit of a pointless game for Burnley, going away to West Ham, who kind of need to win to pull away from the relegation zone. Burnley actually won the match 1-0 thanks to a goal from Jay Rodriguez, and Nick Pope had a very good game in goal. To be fair to Nick Pope, he's had a very good season in goal for Burnley. I believe he's top of the clean sheets at the moment as well, so credit to him. Of course, Sean Dyche's side are quite defensive, but still credit to Nick Pope. He had a very good game against West Ham, making some really important saves, and bearing in mind, Burnley are mid-table, don't really need to win games at the moment or anything like that. They could just be slacking off. It was a really good away win for them, actually, and yeah, not a good result at all for West Ham, but Nick Pope was really good in goal and denied West Ham a couple of big opportunities, so fair play to Pope there. Very good goalkeeper for me, could even be England's number one next summer at the European Championships. We'll have to wait and see, though, how he gets on next season. Right back, Chris Basham. Yeah, Sheffield United got back on track with back on track. They also won at the week, beat Tottenham last week, of course, but another win against Wolves this week, 1-0. Big win for Sheffield United, really. Struggled a bit since the restart, of course. That win against Tottenham did give them life again. And now, of course, they've gone on to beat Wolves 1-0 as well. Big result, last-minute header to win the game as well. So, yeah, important result in many ways, to be honest, Sheffield United. I'd say the race for Europe's looking quite unlikely for them now. I think they might be giving themselves too much to do. But yeah, still fair. Chris Basham had a really good game. The whole Sheffield United backline had a really good game. Really stopped the likes of Traore and Jimenez having any joy. Chris Basham is usually a centre-back by trade, but he plays on the right of the back three, so I'll squeeze him in at right back as I'm going for the 4-3-3 formation. Centre-back, Nathan Ake. Yeah, Nathan Ake put in a really good performance against Tottenham Hotspur, a 0-0 draw at the Vitality Stadium between Bournemouth and Tottenham. If there's any player who deserves any credit from Bournemouth this season, it probably is Nathan Ake, and what's been a really poor season for the Cherries. Really look like they might well be going down. They very nearly nicked all 3 points against Tottenham, of course, as well. They had a goal ruled out quite late in the game, but no, fair play to Nathan Ake. He had a really good game at the back, denying Tottenham a lot of opportunities, really. Nathan Ake had a very good performance, and I think if Bournemouth do go down, Nathan Ake will no doubt be off in the summer, because I think he belongs in the Premier League. Ake, he's had a very good season at Bournemouth. Like I say, for me, Bournemouth's player of the season quite comfortably. Centre-back, Jack O'Connell. Yeah, another Sheffield United defender in here, of course. He defended very well against Wolves, as I said, and Jack O'Connell did have a very good game, to be fair to him. His first game back, I believe, since the return of football, and he proved what a difference he can make in this defence as well. Had a very good season, as most Sheffield United players have, to be fair to him, but yeah, O'Connell did definitely make a difference the other day. Very composed performance in the back line for Sheffield United. Again, as I already mentioned, they picked up a vital win against Wolves, 1-0. Sheffield United finally felt like they're finding their feet again, really, after a difficult start back to life in the from the return of the football. But yeah, O'Connell, very good performance and a good way to ease himself back into Premier League football. Left back, Kieran Tierney. Yeah, we're starting to see the best of Kieran Tierney at Arsenal now, of course. He struggled so much with injury this season. It's been a bad season for him in that sense. But, fair play to Tierney. Recently he's having his best run in an Arsenal shirt, I believe, in terms of how many games in a row he's played and his performances. I thought he was very good against Leicester. So credit to him, really, the way he did play. And he was kind of unlucky not to be on the winning side in the end. Of course, Arsenal drew the game 1-1. But yeah, Tierney was excellent. For me, arguably the best Tierney's played for Arsenal, I'd say. He's appeared in a couple of these Team of the Weeks now, and I believe if Tierney is fully fit next season and he gets a good run, he might well be up there for the best left back in the Premier League. But yeah, another good performance from him. We're really starting to see the best of Tierney now, to be fair to him. Holding midfield, Naby Keita. Of course, Naby Keita is not usually a holding midfielder by trade. He is more of a centre midfielder. But Naby Keita was excellent in Liverpool's win at Brighton on Wednesday night, though. One of the best Naby Keita's played in a Liverpool shirt. Of course, Naby Keita has been so in and out the Liverpool team, so inconsistent in the Liverpool team that he never seems to get a good run in the side for some reason. Usually injuries or he gets dropped. It's not really worked in the last couple of seasons for Keita overall from what we all expected from him. But he had a pretty good game, well, a very good game in fact against Brighton in midfield, where he really showed what he was capable of. But yeah, a good performance from Liverpool. Won the match 3-1, of course, and yeah, I was really impressed with Keita because had some good stats coming out of the game as well. Stats don't always tell the truth, but yeah, you know what, stats you don't like. You know what I mean? Stats always don't. Stats can make a performance look better than it actually is, but. No, Naby Keita was excellent. Fair play to him. Yeah, will Naby Keita ever get a good run in this Liverpool team? No, I'm not too sure. I think Klopp's got the midfield that he really likes, and Keita rarely appears, especially in the big games, really. But this was a very good performance against Brighton, so yeah, hopefully Keita can maybe kick on for Liverpool fans from here. Centre midfield, David Silva. Yeah, David Silva put in a maestro of a performance against Newcastle, and David Silva in this game showed for me why he's going to be so missed when he goes at the end of the season. Yeah, David Silva is, such a good player. Honestly, how good he's been in the last decade in the Premier League is really quite something, and it's kind of sad to see him go. Even as a neutral fan, it's sad to see David Silva leaving the Premier League of how good he's really been, and this performance kind of against Newcastle kind of reminds us, to be fair, how good he really is. And David Silva, many people say might be finished. He's still got performances in him like this, though. There's no doubt about that. A fantastic player, and he was absolutely, for me, he's the performer of the week. I think David Silva ran the show. He was absolutely brilliant against Newcastle. And yeah, he'll be missed when he's gone by Premier League fans. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, brilliant performance from Silva, though. And yeah, great result for City, winning 5-0 at home to Newcastle. Easy as you like, really. Man City have a habit of beating Newcastle easily at home. It always seems to be a high score. But yeah, very good performance from Silva, the star of the show in this match. Centre midfield, Paul Pogba. Yeah, Paul Pogba surprisingly scored his first goal of the season, believe it or not, while Man United faced Aston Villa last night, that was. Yeah, Paul Pogba has been injured most season, of course, so that's a little bit deceiving, but still, Pogba's first goal of the season. Pogba put in a very good performance. To be fair to Pogba, since his return from injury, he has been very, very good, and him and Fernandes have struck up quite a partnership in midfield, and to be fair, Fernandes is relatively unlucky he doesn't make the team this week, but I think I've got to give it overall to Paul Pogba. Man of the match in the Villa United game could have been between him, Greenwood, and Fernandes. Those three recently have been absolutely brilliant, but I'm going to go with Pogba overall, though. I think he was very good. Got his first goal of the season, and yeah, Paul Pogba's looked back to his best recently, I must say. Obviously, he might well be staying at the club over the summer now, as things are really looking up for Manchester United for the first time in a while. Yeah, and they also broke the record of being the first ever team to win 4 consecutive games by 3 or more goals. So credit to them for that as well. It's a good stat for Manchester United. But yeah, I mean, the race for the Champions League goes on, though. United aren't quite. No, United are just outside the top 4 at the moment, actually. But yeah, interesting race for the Champions League continues. But a good result for United and a good performance from Pogba. Right wing, Mohamed Salah. Yeah, of course, Liverpool may have already won the Premier League title, but they're still going strong in games, and they beat Brighton 3-1, as already mentioned, and Mohamed Salah netted himself a couple of goals. Yeah, Salah, of course, always gets great numbers for a winger, of course, and he's in the race for the Golden Boot right now, Mohamed Salah. He's still up there. He's not done yet. I think he's on 19 goals, maybe for the season, but yeah, good performance, though, from Salah, to be fair to him. And yeah, Liverpool won 3-1 away. Salah got 2 goals. He looked lively all game, to be fair to him. So, yeah, good performance. And yeah, easy choice for the right wing, really. I could have put Mason Greenwood there, maybe, but I think Salah this week deserves it just over him. Left wing, Christian Pulisic. Yeah, what a run this man's having in the team right now. It's took Pulisic a while, to be fair, to get going and get a consistent run of games, but we finally look like we're seeing the best of Pulisic, to be fair. Since the restart, you'd think Chelsea have found the air to Eden Hazard at the moment, but yeah, very good performance from Pulisic, though, again. Really good goal as well against Crystal Palace, and it was a good game, to be fair, for Palace-Chelsea. One of the best since the restart, in my opinion. And yeah, Chelsea got quite lucky they hung on in the end, and Palace were really penning them in them last few minutes. But yeah, fair play though. Christian Pulisic, man, he's got to be one of the form players in the Premier League. I'm going about Man United's players, but Christian Pulisic certainly right up there, and this was another brilliant performance from him. For me, best player on the pitch in that game, but yeah, the American really starting to show his worth in a Chelsea shirt. Striker, Danny Welbeck. Yep, you heard that right. Danny Welbeck is my striker, and mainly because he scored an overhead kick, it's Danny Welbeck scoring an overhead kick. That's not going to happen very often, but no, overall, I think Danny Welbeck, really worked his socks off in the game against Norwich, to be fair to him, for Watford. A game that Watford had to win, that's the thing. Watford, to pull away from the relegation zone, they did as well. It's an absolutely massive win for Watford. Of course, it is Norwich. They are bottom of the table. We get that. It's it's a game that Watford, you'd fancy them to win as well, but they made hard work of it because Norwich certainly had their chances, and Watford have been a team really out of form. Bar that win against Liverpool, which it wasn't recently in terms of generally, but in terms of football games, it wasn't that long ago at all. But yeah, overall, Danny Welbeck scored an overhead kick, and generally, Danny Welbeck always worked his socks off, but he tried really hard, and an overhead kick goal as well from Welbeck. Watford are going to look back on that if it does keep them up at the end of the season and say, the only goalkeeper was a Danny Welbeck overhead kick, which is rare to come by. But yeah, so that's it. That's my starting 11 anyway. So Danny Welbeck might look a little out of place in that, but still, fair play to him for this week. Big result for Watford and a great goal from Welbeck. Manager, I'm going to go with Chris Wilder. Difficult one for manager, really. I could have possibly gone with Solskjaer, but you'd expect Man United to win away at Aston Villa, and even if it was 3-0, Villa haven't been dominated by many teams, but the 3-0 was a little bit deceiving at times as well, I think. I don't think Villa were that bad in the game, but yeah, I'm going to go Chris Wilder because he's got Sheffield United back on track and he got a massive win over Wolves. Like, Wolves don't lose very often. They draw a lot, but now Wolves have lost back-to-back games, of course, but yeah, but fair play to Wilder, though. Sheffield United have had a great season, and Chris Wilder, even though they've struggled a little bit since the restart, you've got to give him a massive amount of credit for the performance that they put in against Wolves and the last-minute goal just to top it all off as well. Result of the week, I've gone for Watford 2, Norwich City 1. Yeah, it's a great result for Watford. Again, they are facing Norwich at the bottom of the table, so you can say, okay, maybe Watford should be winning, but Watford are a team in poor form and they're in a relegation battle. Let's not forget that. So, Watford certainly had, were just, they may have been favourites, but, you're not just going to say, Watford a guaranteed win, I guess, because they are not doing well themselves. But it's a massive win for them. In terms of, for the Premier, this is for me is the biggest result of the weekend in the Premier League, because Watford go 4 points clear the relegation zone. It's absolutely huge. Well, 3 now it is because Bournemouth drew, but absolutely huge result for them. And yeah, so that's overall my team of the week, my manager, and my result of the week. Please let me know in the comments below if you change anything. But other than that, yeah, thank you for watching. I'll be back with more team of the week soon. Please like, share, and subscribe. Still trying to get more on the channel if possible. But yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.